everybody, I'm Carrie Coren. I'm a graphic designer, and today I'm going to be talking to you about, can you do your own marketing? So why is a graphic designer talking about marketing? Well, I'm unique in that after having spent 30 years in the business, many of which were as part of a marketing team, I design everything with the target audience in mind, and I'm an expert in both marketing and design. So can you do your own marketing? What is marketing? The difference between marketing and selling is this. Selling concerns itself with the process of getting people to give you money for your product. Marketing is more about making the people feel like they need your product, creating a demand, such as, I need a vacation, look at that beautiful cruise ship on TV, or I need to lose weight, or I happen to need a plumber and that's when I saw the ad. Sometimes it's a matter of timing. Every business needs a marketing strategy. So the number one thing about reaching your audience is to know your audience, know your target market. Your marketing strategy should include two things. The first one is branding. Does anybody know what branding is?
Identifiable, they know it's you based on what they see and what they hear.
Right, it's recognizable because it's a logo, your tagline, visual consistency, that's so important to be consistent, and your mission statement, which is where you talk about what makes you different and the best choice. The logo is a symbol where people come to recognize that logo and identify it with your company. What's more important is your tagline, because that's the promise you make to people. And if I had more time, we could brainstorm about different taglines that we're all familiar with and what makes them successful. Your marketing plan, that's how you push out your message. It's your touch points. It's how you contact with your customer. Some of the ways you do this, we all know, website, business card, marketing sheet. At a minimal, you should have some kind of a marketing sheet that you can hand out or attach to an email, a brochure or direct mail, ads, TV, radio, which can be a little pricey, billboards, bus signage, depending on what your product or audience is, also can be a little pricey for a small business person. Email campaign, one of my favorites because it's very affordable, you can track it, you can build it yourself. Social media, online digital media services. It's overwhelming, isn't it? Unless you work for a large company or are part of a franchise where they're providing the services, or with some franchises, you have to spend a certain amount of money on marketing every year. If you're a small business, how do you decide where to put your money and what you need to do? It can be based on the affordability of the particular product you're using, who your audience is, your ROI, it's return on investment. If you can track it, like with an email or even some campaigns, you have a contest, you can track who's responding to your campaign. Those are the ways you can make a decision if you have to pick and choose. Put yourself in your customer's shoes. Can you do your own marketing? Well, what can you manage? And I use the word manage because sometimes it's not just a matter of having the budget or the time, but having the ability and the knowledge to understand what's your message and what's the visuals. Having a little bit of creative talent sometimes is all you need. There are a lot of low-cost or free resources even available these days. Facebook for Business, stock art sites where you can get some clip art to do your logo for free. Vistaprint, for example, an online printing resource, has lots of templates where you can pull their art. Of course, there's always the chance that someone else, especially in a small state, will be using that same logo, and I've seen that a few times in the spa wellness industry in this state. Wix, you can do a very nice template website using Wix. It's very cheap. I've seen it. I've helped people. So, you can do it yourself, but the question is, do you want to do it yourself? Are you qualified? Do you have the time? Do you understand the messaging and some of the words that you need to use, especially on a website? Keywords that will generate organic SEO. That means you don't have to pay somebody to go above and beyond to do extra marketing things, which is great. It works. It ties all your media together. It can cost a minimum of $500 a month to do that, though, and I know most small businesses that I work with can't afford that. Another thing I want to, all right, well, after, if you're interested in what some of the costs, the reality of the costs are, I was prepared to talk about what industry costs can be based on whether you're using a large agency and what some of my costs would be. I'm happy to talk to you about that if you're interested. I just want to wrap it up by saying, how do you know if you need to hire a professional? If you're overwhelmed, if you did your logo and it looks like Design 101, if you're not doing it as much as you want to, you're just never getting it done. If your business is being affected, if you never did your mission statement, that's when you know you need to reach out and find the right professional to help you do your marketing. Thank you very much.